Now we're good, at last. Sorry about the great, insane, crazy delay of doom. I had a little bit of OBS difficulty, but that appears to be sorted, so here we are. However many we are. Happy belated Christmas. I hope everybody enjoyed their home invasion and found their supply of cookies and carrots and milk and things appropriately depleted, and in its place, random packages that unfortunately not everyone recognizes. But, you know, they're tagged. It's great. You'll open them. You'll figure out who the thief was that snuck into your house, ate the cookies, drank the milk, and left you presents. By now, the mystery should be solved. Joining me today, as it seems to be the regular occurrence, is the lovely and talented Canute. Hopefully this time you'll be able to hear him on stream. We'll know shortly. So how was everybody's Christmas? Well, that's no good. Again, we seem to have had a failure on my part getting the lovely and talented Canute to be on station with you guys. He can hear me and I can hear him, but apparently you don't get to hear him still. Perhaps in 2021. Ominous, ominous. Hey, happy Christmas to you. Thanks for dropping by. Yo, Wave. Excuse me, I just had a ridiculous day of amazing Polish food. Some friends dropped by, and it was amazing and wonderful and ridiculous, and it was all I could do to peel myself away from a day of really ridiculous, rich, amazing food of doom. And that's the thing that happened. It was awesome. They left in the nick for me to get everything set up to stream for you guys tonight. I don't feel too bad for kicking them out because they had a drive ahead of them. But, you know, it was awesome. They came out, hung out at the house, and I got to hang out with cool people and eat good food, and it was just all to the good. So my Krimble was the day after, as it were. It was really kind of more of a today thing. Anybody get anything specifically awesome and badass? Maybe any good books? I can tell you that I am happy to report a couple of extra people have now picked up the audiobook version of The Dawn of Unions, narrated by the ridiculously incomparable and amazingly generous Simon Vance. Which is cool. I'm excited about that. And we're going to talk a little more about that before the end of the night. But that was kind of awesome. So I got some news on that today. Always nice to get those reports at the end of the month to see how things are shaking out. I have a really usefully badass announcement for everybody. Due to not just popular demand, but the necessities of things happening when you're an indie publisher, you are now looking at an edit update that is now already out and live on Kindle and on the paperback. And also, I expect that now that we've gotten the final proof, we're just double checking it, I should have the hardcover of the Drums of Unrest out for you guys and available to be picked up in the next day or three, Monday or Tuesday by the looks of things. It may even be tomorrow. We're just double checking the final proof they sent back to us to make sure that it, you know, is all in order and doesn't suck. So hardcover, DEF CON any second now, and updated versions of both the paper and Kindle book versions are already done and ready to rock and roll. So I'm really excited to have gotten that out in time for Christmas. I just didn't want to make the announcement until I absolutely knew everything was live. So there we are. There is never, or almost, I think, never, a book, even released by the Big Five, the major, soon-to-be Big Four publishing houses in New York, that is completely error-free. But I live in sort of a special kind of craziness, so you end up with lots of extra errors, things that were not errors originally, that or that didn't get caught when the screen reader reads things back, or in the reformatting process or whatnot. So all of those, well, all the ones we've found after a couple of weeks of double checking and fine-tooth combing it have been sorted and settled. And so now I'm happy to report that it is a cleaner, cooler, prettier, happier version. For any of you who already picked up the paperback, please reach out to me privately. All I need is for you to, show me proof of purchase. Just give me the Amazon receipt or something. And I will get a new copy shipped off to you so you have the nice, shiny, slicked out new one. Anything done before today, anything you've ordered before today, the 26th. If you've got the paperback, I don't want you to be stuck with the cool indie edit copy of Doom that has all the errors in it. From a collector's perspective, that's neat, but I'd rather you have the clean version. So I will happily pay for and send you the new version. Just get with me privately. Within the fire, out upon the sea, crazy man Michael was walking. He met with a raven with eyes black as coals. Shortly they were talking. Your future, I will tell to you. Your future, you often have asked me. Your true love will die by your own right hand, and crazy man Michael will curse it be. Oh, now Michael, he ranted, and Michael, he raved. He beat the four winds with his fist so. Oh, he laughed and he cried, he shouted and he swore, for his mad mind had trapped him with a fist hole. Oh, you speak with an evil, you speak with a rage, you speak for the devil that haunts me. For she not the fairest in all this broad land. Your sorcerer's words are to taunt me. He took out his dagger of fire and of steel. He struck down the raven in the heart of war. Oh, but the bird fluttered long, the sky it did spin, and the colder it wandered and startled. Oh, but where is the raven whom I struck down dead, that here should lie on the ground? Oh, I see but my true love with a wound so red, where her lover's heart it did pound. Oh, now crazy man Michael, he wanders and walks. He talks to the night and the day. Oh, but his eyes, they are sane, and his speech, it is plain. He longs to be far away. Oh, Michael, he whistles the simplest of tunes. He asks of the wild wolves their pardon, for his true love has flown into every flower that's grown. And Michael is the keeper of the garden. I haven't done that one in a while. It's a really old song from last century, of all things, called Crazy Man Michael. At some point, I'll probably break down and record it. Sorry, a little something down the wrong pipe. Not to go. Tell her not to leave you standing. Tell her that you're glad she knows. Tell her not to cry. We're not doing that song because I haven't done it in so long. I've forgotten all of my own damn words. How hysterically fucked up is that? I will do that song next week when I've played it again. I am sorry. That is shit you do only on a live stream. Awesome. Sorry, we'll do one I am a little more familiar with, that I have played more recently. That'll learn me, and maybe you. That happens. It's so informal, we'll switch gears to something else I almost never get to do, but have done it a little more often. So this is one I wrote in the studio a couple of years back, and I'm looking forward to hopefully releasing later this upcoming year. We'll see if it makes the cut. 10 feet tiptoe, walking around like I know what I should do. I walk through walls, walking around like there's nothing left to lose. Walking around, I got nothing left to prove. Bigger sky, no more beginnings left to wish for. In the light, can't see forever in a fistful. I know you can't feel forever in a fistful. Silence burns away the corners of my mind. I try and remember that I had to hold the line. And if there's time alone, nothing but my thoughts to steal my breath. I turn to stone, let the memory of losing you haunt me to my death. Let the memory of losing you haunt me to my death. Silence burns away the corners of my mind. I try and remember that I had to hold the line. And if there's silence burns away the corners of my mind. I try and remember that I had to hold the line. And if there's so there's that. A little bit. That's better. Nothing's ever simple. angels seem to spend their time looking over their shoulder. Everybody wants to disappear. Everybody wants to fly. They say anyone can find their wings. Yeah, yes, I'll close my eyes and feel for mine. Can't run away from who I am. Can't keep my pride and hang my head. Can't change the world to match my inside. Stop on a dime and change my ways. Walking through the walls out of this maze. Got nothing left to lose and everything to gain. It's time I find myself again. The sky is falling, yeah, the days are getting long. The nights won't seem to end for me. This fire won't leave me alone. It's not the end I'd wish for, but wish it won't return the key. I'm just sick of sirens, sick of fantics, sick of games of wait and see. Sometimes I almost disappear. Sometimes I almost fly. They say anyone can find their wings, yeah. Yes, I close my eyes and feel for mine. Can't run away from who I am. Can't keep my pride and hang my head. Can't change the world to match my inside. Stop on a dime and change my ways. Walk through the walls out of this maze. Got nothing left to lose and everything to gain. It's time I find myself. Sometimes I almost disappear. Sometimes I almost fly. If it's true, anyone can find their ways. Yes, I close my eyes and feel for mine. Can't run away from who I am. Can't keep my pride and hang my head. Can't change the world to match my inside. Stop on a dime and change my ways. Walk through the walls out of this maze. Got nothing left to lose and everything to gain. It's time I find myself. It's time I find myself. It's time And there's something I never do on stream. It is so weird to do that song without a huge crowd participating. But that's what streaming's like. You don't have the crowd doing crowdy things, right? So there's no interactive sing-along, unfortunately. But that's a thing that happens. That's okay. That's what live shows are for. And Merry Happy Christmas and Merry Happy Sweetie to you too. I mean, you know, like you do. I think we're just going to do one or two more and let people get back to their post-Christmas food comas, I think. If you guys have any questions, any requests, anything you want to talk about, this is absolutely the time. Grab me while you got me. Figure we'll just do this one more stream this year, and then, you know, we're into the new year, so we'll move from there. I'm hoping to grab some guest stars coming forward, too, which will be a lot of fun to do, but that's a future thing, and time will tell. I do hope Santa was absolutely awesome to everybody. If not, I got his number. I'll call him and, you know, scream and cry and bitch and moan at him and settle him. Because, you know, that needs to happen. Excuse me. think we'll do that. Kind of feeling in the mood for this song anyway. It's not super Christmassy or anything, but it just always kind of makes me, I don't know. I don't want to say it makes me smile, because I'm always smiling when I'm playing, but something about this song. It's one of those half-hour and done things, right? My nephew was over. He was still crashed out upstairs after a night of idiotic Netflix and crazy junk food. Kind of came downstairs first thing in the morning and picked up the guitar, and this just kind of happened while he was still asleep. It was pretty funny. But sometimes songs are right away, and sometimes they take lots and lots of time. So anyway. It's a song called I Am the Fire. I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to. I'm the light that burns you in the night. Whatever else I say to you is untrue. Oh, I hypnotize and you forget to fight. Yeah. I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to, becoming what I thought I'd laid to rest. A desperate, wretched hunger where my smile ends. Oh, a desperate, wretched burning in my chest. You don't hear the thoughts inside my mind, so what I show you what is real, and all that mattered was the tick of time, waiting for the next life that I steal. I am the fire. Oh, I'm the fire that you can't fly too close to, becoming what I thought I'd lay to rest. Your desperate, wretched hunger where my smile ends. Oh, a desperate, wretched burning in my chest. Fire that you can't fly too close to. My voice, the gravity that draws you in. Truth is a wish for words for me to drown in. Oh, and in its wake reveals my every sin. No one hears the thoughts inside my mind, so what I show you is what is real. And all that mattered was the tick of time, waiting for the next life that I'd steal. I am the fire. I am the fire. What I thought I'd laid to rest. A desperate, wretched hunger where my smile ends. Oh, a desperate, wretched burning in my chest. I am fire. Slightly extended version of I Am the Fire because I was kind of feeling it. Like you do. Like you do. So, the truth of this comes down to we're here, right? 2020 was a kick in everybody's collective genitals. And while some good stuff happened, it's hard to see that over all the bad. We can, but some people have an easier time than others. Some people have a harder time than others because, you know, everybody had a different experience. Some people lost loved ones. Some people are afraid they're gonna. Some people have completely escaped it unscathed. They're pretty close to. But it's just been a shitty, weird, crazy, screwed up year. But it's over, essentially. We've got a couple of days left, and we're finally into 2021. The bottom line, as I see it, I mean, you can't do anything about the existence of the pandemic. You can't do anything about the existence of the job scenario. What you can do is take care of yourselves, the people around you, and try and innovate. Try and find a new way to do some of the old stuff you used to do. Some of it's online like this, you know, some of it, I don't know, it's an interesting mesh between all the different online gigs we have, all the different methods of communication and interaction. You'd be amazed the stuff that people pick up on and do. So, best I can suggest, for what it's worth, find a way to make a bright side. You know, the worst is obvious. Everybody sees it every day. A couple of good things, though. Despite everything, families have to reconnect because they aren't going to work and school out the house every day. So your husband or your wife or your kids are no longer those people you live with and see for a little bit of time each day. Some couples will have a hard time with that, but I think overall it's probably a terrible reason for it to happen, but probably a good thing. A little reconnection to the family level, it's really not a bad thing. So there's that. You can't pretend the positive overwhelms the negative, but you also shouldn't pretend it ain't there. That's all. That's my nickel's worth for whatever it's worth. I'm going to do, I think, one more. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any requests? Or shall we just dive in and put a cap on this? There's miles on the phone from where I stand alone back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the coming down. Walking through rooms have remembered, though I've never been here before. Dreams more like memories start to flood and drown me as I open up the door. Oh, there's miles on the phone from where I stand alone, back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the rain coming down. I know all the pictures on the wall, but I can't tell you why. And I'd like to believe that I finally come home. Oh, but that wouldn't be a lie. Oh, there's miles on the phone from where I stand alone, back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the rain coming down. Coming down. Oh, there's miles on the phone from where I stand alone, back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the rain pouring down. Oh, I'm the ghost in the hall. You can't see me at all, but you know I'm here. And you speak to me now like you know that somehow I'll hear. Oh, there's miles on the phone from where I stand alone, back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the rain hammering down. Couple quick things, I think, before I bounce, and then we're going to call it. Thanks. I'm glad you could stop by, Cleta. So, I think we're going to keep this time slot for a while. Do this on Saturdays at 6 Eastern. Because it seems to be working. People seem to be enjoying it. They seem to be showing up. And, you know, people are busy, so it's something you can put on in the background and listen to the music and hop into the chat and say stuff and catch up and so forth. But there's a good chance I'm also going to expand this over to Twitch by the end of January. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because I want to confirm it's the right move. In the meantime, the series soundtrack is moving forward. I'm hoping to have it out soon. Soon after that, there'll be new Blind Indie Rock. I am already working on the next book. Drums, as I say, is out. Hopefully people have picked it up and had the chance to read it. If you have, please, please, please go to Amazon and review it. Or Goodreads, or both. Same thing with Dawn, if you've already read that, with Dawn of Unions, the first book. The hardcover will be out any day now. I'll put the posts up as soon as that's live. You'll be able to get it from Amazon also, which is cool. But it's a separate ballgame because it had to go through a different vendor. Things are ticking along. Despite everything that's gone on in the world, things are ticking along. One of the things I'm looking to start doing is integrating more of the music from the forthcoming soundtracks. You'll start to hear more of that. If you guys have any specific questions, things you want to cover, songs you specifically want to hear, whether they're Blue Card songs from the classic old days of Doom, or whether they are, Blind Indie Rock, or even a couple of covers you specifically think you want to hear, kind of done JPC style, let me know. This is as much your show as anything else. I miss going out and performing live like you wouldn't believe. It's a whole nother thing to stream music, and it's a whole other thing compared to recording. So I don't get too much to interact with you guys through this. Thankfully I've got Knut with me, and either he or William or a few of the other folks that have been kind enough to volunteer are able to read me what's going on in chat, which is great, but it's still not quite real time for me because there's that little delay. If there's anything specific you want to ask, you want to talk about, you want it here, you want me to think about performing, hit me up. Let me know. If there are other venues you want me to hit, let me know. If there's a better day or time, let me know. This is all still a work in progress, but 2021, we're going to continue to sort of hit this every week because it appears to be working. So I'm pretty happy about that. It gives me a chance to finally catch up with you guys again and play music. In most scenarios where it's actually, stuff I've played recently, and so I know it, instead of silly things like, Don't Let Go. I'm also going to, I think next stream, do a giveaway for the audiobook because I have some ability to do that. Believe it or not, we don't get all the copies we want, but we do have some we can give away. So whether you are in the UK, which is a separate Audible market, or in the US, or most of the rest of the world, I've got you covered with a free copy of the audiobook. We'll do something like that. We'll do a giveaway for that, I think, next stream. Does anybody have any final questions before I bounce out? Scott, you're not the boss of me. But I'll think about it. It was good to see you, man. Hope your Christmas was good. Okay, you are the boss of me, so for you, I'll stay safe. Alrighty, I think we're going to call it there then. Guys, I hope your Christmases were awesome. Stay safe over the course of the next week, and frankly, everything in the future as best you can. If I'm not the boss of you, let me know. I will go and make certain to deal with the boss of you so he understands exactly what the pecking order is. Because you may not have been told, and I will understand. Because your boss may not have been told, which I will understand. But I promise you, at least in this, I am in fact the boss of you. So, for those of you who I don't get the chance to speak to beforehand, Happy New Year, and I will talk to you in the amazing thing that is 2021. Thanks for all the electricity.